Syberia is an island lost in the ocean. People say Syberia doesn't exist, but people are so wrong. The isle is covered in the tallest grass. Strange grass that grows through the snow. Mammoths eat it all the time. They're always hungry.
Hans, you must rest now. You have a very high fever.
Take me to Syberia, Kate Walker.
Mammoths, Syberia, all that. It's just a dream, a kid's dream.
Promise me, Kate.
I admit, when I decided to review Syberia, it was just a filler. I was playing a bigger game, and in the meantime I wanted the reviews to continue. So I reserved a day or two to play, record and edit a video about this classic game. It turned out to be one of my best viewed reviews though. So I decided to play the sequel as well. How will the story play out? Will Kate reach Syberia? Let's find out. Syberia II continues exactly where the first game left off. The main character, Kate Walker, found the eccentric inventor Hans Voralberg and decides to abandon her increasingly stressful life in New York so she can accompany Hans to fulfill her lifelong dream. To travel to a remote land in Russia known as Syberia, to see the last surviving prehistoric mammoths. Hans is old and weak, so she must hurry. The whole journey goes by train. Although Kate has some stops to resupply and wind up the train, yes, this train doesn't run on coal, it should be wind up like a toy. Along the way, Kate must solve puzzles in a standard point and click fashion. Nothing new. The gameplay is exactly the same as the first part. To be honest, I didn't expect anything else. The graphics are also in the same style as part 1. That means that most of the game looks really realistic. For 2004. The backgrounds are all pre-rendered, but the characters are in 3D. In the first Syberia, this looked quite bad, especially when Kate was away from the camera. In Syberia II, however, the graphics seem sharper and clearer, or maybe the backgrounds are more suitable for a game like this. I don't know, but overall I thought it looked much better. The sounds and the voice acting are from the same high quality as part 1. The sounds are minimal but fit the environment, with the background music kicking in just at the right moments. It's an orchestral score, but it is subtle enough to fit the Russian IC settings. The voice acting is done very well, just with the same cast as the previous installment. Although I must remark that sometimes the voices are slow, and it seems like they are waiting for each other to finish. So the lines are delivered, but yeah, well, it lags. But this is nothing more than a technical problem than something else, and maybe a problem of the time. I seem to be way more positive about Syberia II than I was about part 1. Are there really so many changes? Well, no. But what changed were positive changes. Although I realized that most of them were subjective. For example, I thought that the story had a way better flow and better character development. From the beginning you seemed to see what the goal of the journey was, and there were actually antagonists as well, something that the first game lacked. Another thing that I really seemed to enjoy was the consistency of the locations. The locations of this game are varied, but all of them are in a very cold climate. From a town to a monastery to a pine forest, it all seems to be true what you would encounter if you travel through northern Russia. It really helped me to immerse in the game. And maybe this is the strongest part of the game, the atmosphere, the magic of the journey and the freedom. It sucks you up and makes you feel like you're actually there, that you want to see mammoths as well. The first game didn't do this for me, but this game gave me a genuinely feeling of adventure. So for me it was quite a surprise that the first game is the critics' favorite. The main point of the critique was the short length of the game, and although yes, Syberia II is only about 7 hours long, I really don't agree. I thought the length was exactly enough. If the game was longer, I can imagine that a lot of charm would be lost, or that I would get bored of the puzzles. Because yes, the puzzles are fun, and they are relatively intuitive, but it really feels old-fashioned and dated at times. And I think this is the main problem with Syberia II. It's a game from 2004 and it did not age well. The game is slow, the gate moves very stiff and the transitions from screen to screen are not always logical. This all causes a lot of potential frustration. You must be a very patient gamer to enjoy this game. The last and minor critique is about the story, especially the ending. It may sound weird, but Kate doesn't really have a goal other than bringing Hans to see the mammoths of Syberia. There is no way back for her, but neither is there a way forward or a clear plan what she will do after. How will she get home? Will she get home at all? The ending is really beautiful, but there is no closure for the main character. It's a bit strange. So yes, Syberia II is a good game that didn't age well. This is why, even though I enjoyed the game, I cannot really recommend it to anyone. There are many point-and-click adventures that came out in the last few years with the same quality, but without the frustrating dated controls. A lot of magic got lost over time with Syberia II. So I can only recommend Syberia II when you have nostalgic feelings over the game, or when you like to see how the point-and-click genre evolved over the years, or if you just played part 1 and you want to see how the story ended. Yes, this is my review about Syberia II. Finally a review after all those unboxings, right? Well, now I had some time to play a bit of a bigger games, just like I did with Syberia. Those were kind of fillers. This game was not a filler though. I really wanted to make this review because, well, I wanted to see how the story ended, and it was popular the last review, so I thought, why not? I made some time for it. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments, and maybe you should let me know what your favorite game is in the point and click genre. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.